then got rich again, just a little hiccup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
For Las Vegas.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
42, Mike 42. Watch the out, watch the out. Go. Let's go, Mike 42.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he whipped. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Get down. 185. I got him.
Here's Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
46-yard line.
Check 24. Hey, hey.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The 48-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Mike, 44. I got one. Report. Mike's Fofo. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, you gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your... Hey, report.
From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 40 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 6. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjust? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 82 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score, Ravens 14, Raiders 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
2nd down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And some space here. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Watch the pass. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
22-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Jackson on the keeper.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
1 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mark Andrews. That's good for a Baltimore.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Yo. Check safety.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, Dobbins, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so,
and my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew. Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On play action, now Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22
yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Out left side here to Bryant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
that time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, To have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
36-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Shit.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Get in the weight room. Sponge. No. You're mine. Forward is mine. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
44 is the mic. 44. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Sit on. Me.
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Raiders.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now Carr on the bootleg. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Show it up. Hey, alert 3. Go, Chief. Switch. Check three. Get set.
Jacobs now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run here with Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Let's go one more. Check nickel.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Carr. Aguilar has it.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Switch the mic right here. We go mic 40, mic 40. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Under 10, under 10.
They run it with Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Down. 185.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they
recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
41-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. They can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts
On the play.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the bootleg, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Play action. It's Jackson on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Man, I got you.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout.
It's a gain of 11.
Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try now for Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize never give up and go I can't wait. I don't got time infrastructure, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing it so subtle. Rolling out through the rubble. Remember this and jump at the top. I was gonna get something in the middle. Gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get me higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No season when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry from former Buckeye J.K. Dobbins. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I got wide. Hey, move, sit up.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back must be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Baltimore Ravens.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nice shot. Mike, 44. You.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
44's Mike. Check. Yo.
From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
A 9-yard loss brings up 3rd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Fresno. OP. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Get down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the bootleg, Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the bootleg, Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Las Vegas.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, now Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Carr's pass complete to Nelson.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake. Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
7-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Des Bryant. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And his throw here is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Report.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. Undercrunch. Alert 3. Lie down.
Running is Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Carr steps away. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's get the ball. Check 4, check 4. Shift. Get set.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. Deuce right, Chief. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Off play action. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, get in the weight room. 44, Mike, 44.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Las Vegas.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
We're good. You ready? What's up? Watch twist. Out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Ball carrier. Marcus Peters on the tackle. It's a pickup.
Working with a 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch you run.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Watch the curl. Check 52. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Raiders 14. Ravens 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
What we got?
Off the bootleg. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, 180. Purdue. Brilliant. Check 37. Check 37. Shoot.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No, it's nothing.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Snead. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check right. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Check it down.
Off the play fake. Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Chuck Clark. Carr's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.